Hey, what's going on? Sean here. This is the Detroit Disney Duo channel, and welcome again. And yeah, so if this is the first time to our channel, just go ahead and mash that subscribe button. That way, you know when we go live. Just make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell. That way, you know exactly when it is that we go live. Anyhow, so it's a beautiful day here in Detroit. It was a marvelous 46 degrees. I did spot one person who did have their convertible top down on their convertible car. I have to say, I don't know that I would be doing that because it's awfully cold here in the D still. It's not, there's a difference between 46 degrees now and 46 degrees in the fall. I don't know what it is. I think in the wintertime, when you're like 0 degrees and then it's 46 degrees, you're feeling like it's a major warm up and you want to go outside with your shorts on, maybe go sunbathing on the beach. But that's not for me. I want to wait till at least 60 or 70 degrees. 70 is like a perfect uh, degree right there. But there are some people who don't want to waste any nice weather in Michigan with their convertibles. So you will see them drive around their convertibles when it's 50 degrees and sunny. And tomorrow, which is Tuesday, it will be 56 degrees here in Detroit. It will be windy, but I bet there will be more people out with their convertible tops down. I cannot believe that, but yeah, you'll see that right here in the Metro Detroit area. So that's what's going on in the D. Also, kind of waiting for Major League Baseball to get done with their negotiations. So, the start of the Major League Baseball spring training, which is actually supposed to now has been pushed back until March the 5th. For that's at least March the 5th. Maybe it might be pushed back a little bit further, which is, better than having no baseball whatsoever. Now, I know there was a few years ago that they actually had a lockout and there was like no playing baseball for a long period of time. Now, I surely don't want that. But I cannot wait until spring training happens. And March 31st is the start of the regular season. So it would just be spring training here that we're going to be missing a few games. I guess I'm okay with that. So that's what's going on baseball. And also this week, I think tomorrow or today was the end of the Winter Olympics in Beijing. Really did not watch too much of the Olympics whatsoever. I don't know. A long time ago, I used to stay up all night, all week long, looking at the Olympics, and now I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me whatsoever. I did watch the Super Bowl now. That was a couple of Sundays ago, and that was a marvelous halftime show, in my opinion. I really did like it. Of course, I am a OG rapping kind of guy. I do like that kind of music. I love Dr. Dre. I like Eminem. He is from Detroit. And actually, in the back, also, if you did not know, there was also another Detroit rapper from the deaf community, Sean Forbes, who was there, and he was actually signing during for the lyrics during Eminem's song, which is actually kind of cool. I think he did other songs too, but Eminem knows Sean Forbes, and they all know each other. It's one happy community. Anyhow, so with that said, I have a few things for you today, and this will be coming out. This video will be premiering basically on Tuesday, 2/22, 22. It's all twos on Tuesday, believe it or not. I mean, like, what the heck is going on here? I'm surprised nobody's mentioned that there's going to be an asteroid or a volcano. The aliens aren't going to come and zap us down. They're not going to come steal our water like in the TV show V or something, or some weird thing. The lizard people are going to come get us, or whatever whatever the new conspiracy deal is that we're all going to be who knows what come along here on Tuesday. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure we'll make it by, it's 22222. I don't, it's a bunch of twos. It's double, I don't know, a bunch of deuces. It's like a poker hand. So yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. And I cannot wait for tomorrow. It's going to be a huge whopping 56, as I have said, here in the D. And yeah, February is just strolling by fastly. I don't know where it's all gone to. And that's all I can say about that. So with that said, this will be showing up at about 9 o'clock. So if you're watching this, we really appreciate all of the viewers, you guys out there. Thank you all for watching the channel, and also thank you for your subscription to our channel and being part of the Detroit Disney Duo family. We really, really appreciate it, and all of the support. It's actually free to be a subscriber. So on with what I have. So we did watch on Valentine's Day. It was a kind of a romantic kind of movie. It was a comedy slash, comedy slash romance, and that was on the Peacock network. They have a Peacock NBC original, and that is "Marry Me," which has Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. I have to say that it was one of the best movies I've seen in a while, especially that did not come out on on the big screen. I really liked it. It was I mean, sure, you could have probably guessed what was going to happen in the end from watching it, but you know what? It was really the romantic kind of movie. I really did like it. It was good for Valentine's Day. Me and the missus, we did watch it and we did like it. And I do like Owen Wilson, and I think Jennifer Lopez is a really nice looking lady. So yeah, so if you're looking for a really good movie and you do have the Peacock network and you're signed up for that, because you can only get it when you're subscribed, yeah, that is the movie that I would definitely go watch again, maybe in the future. So, but I do have Disney Plus. That's another. I do have a lot of online streaming services. I would cut the cord, but there's some disadvantages to cutting the cord. That is, you don't get the local networks. There's other TV networks that are not streaming that you would not be able to get. And also, now they recently, um, our network provider, our IP network, has put a cap, and you're paying for a bunch of online data at the end of the month if you go over, and they don't care how much you're streaming. I wish they would get with it. And then I could make a whole different video on this, but I don't understand. If you want people to be watching content online, why would you put a cap on them? I don't really understand that whatsoever. I know the network is congested. That's one of my fortes in life. But why the heck, why would you put a cap on your streaming people? That never makes sense to me. Anyways, so with that said, so watched Marry Me. I also need to finish the book of Boba Fett. I have not done so. Bad on me. I need to get with it. I'm like behind the curveball here with Disney Plus content. I started to watch, and I started to go down the line of watching Monsters at work, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I didn't finish watching it, and then I started watching the book of Boba Fett, and I did not finish it. So I'm gonna go back and watch it. those are some things that I'm going to finish watching. That and Loki. I think either did I watch Loki? I don't remember if I watched it now, but I'm going to go back and watch it just to watch it again. Or if I didn't watch the whole thing, I'm going to finish watching that too. Then I'm going to these are some plans in the future that I'm in the immediate future that I'm going to be doing on Disney Plus. I have a lot of TV stuff to finish watching and finish catching up on. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, yeah, so that's exactly one thing. Over here, turning off the sound on the iPad. It was making a bunch of noise there for a minute. So yeah, so that's one thing. Then I'm gonna watch the Encanto movie. Now I've been wanting to do that, but I keep on forgetting. I'm going to do that. Have like the recent movies that have been on Disney Plus. I really, really, really enjoy them. May I say I really enjoy them again. I really do. Um, so yeah, we'll have to, I gotta watch that. Now, one thing, this is like a gripe of mine, and I'm not saying a gripe, but I just wonder because I don't hear any news about them. For instance, the Mighty Ducks, the series that was on last year that came out, that was kind of a afterlude of the movie The Mighty Ducks, and I was wondering, well, are they going to be coming out with the Mighty Ducks again? Well, season 2, and I haven't heard anything whatsoever. Now, so I'm hoping that Disney does not leave us hanging by creating this content and I'm like, "Oh man, it was such a great thing. I like the Mighty Ducks. Maybe are you going to create season 2 or this just going to be like a one season deal?" We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. And I know, look, there's a lot of things that have been going on with actors and, the pandemic and all that stuff where they, sometimes they were shooting something and it's taking longer than other times. I totally, completely get it. I understand completely. So we'll have to just wait and see how it goes. But I have faith that maybe Disney will not leave us hanging dry with making one season only episode, one season of this and one season of that there, and another season of this because that was great. Are they going to make another Monsters at Work? Are they going to elaborate on that? I don't know. I don't know, but it seems to be the thing that give you like a little extra like nibble on this kind of content. We're like, we know that you liked it before, here's a series about it, boom, and then we'll never revisit it again. Then they have not done that with the Mandalorian, and they have kind of pasted together the storylines of some of the other things. So they're kind of right now filling in, like for instance, they're filling in Star Wars backgrounds, like for instance, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Boba Fett, they're the Mandalorian, all they're filling in all these spots to kind of make things interconnect as TV series. I think that's kind of cool, but yeah. So let's talk about some things. Josh Gad says he wants to have a new Epcot land, a new Epcot country, Colombia. Now, I know in the past, Disney has said that they have thought about adding a new country. I don't know if it was even discussed about which one they thought it would want to be, but now here's the idea of having Colombia. I don't know where you would stick it at. I do know there's some places where they kind of the buildings kind of intermingle with each other. They kind of smoosh up, kind of overlap a little. They don't really. They kind of overlap where you're standing at. They're not like sequestered each one, you know. But yeah, Colombia, and then, here's another idea I was thinking about. We've had the same ones for a very long period of time. Maybe it's time to kind of switch a few of them up, kind of be like, you know what? I know this would take painstaking a lot of time. Are you really going to replace, Japan and China and remove the giant, and redo the entire thing? But, what if, and I'm just saying this could be an idea, but I don't think it would happen really. But since they're going to be doing the front of the park now, right? and they finish the front part of Epcot. What's to say they don't close off the World Showcase and just redo the entire World Showcase, and then they have different lands than they have now? I mean, but for the most part, I think, the lands that they have right now, Italy, France, Japan, China, Canada, Germany, those are the kind of Mexico, those are the kind of countries, Morocco, those are the kind of countries that they're like kind of like the mainstream countries that most people are from, you know, just saying, and they kind of like add some ethnicity to it, to the whole thing. So I'm just saying those are the ones that are there now. Would they be able to get a new one in there? They've been talking about it. I don't know. I don't know how it all work out. Maybe one would replace something else. Maybe not. So that's interesting. Here's another thing. Manuel, who was the writer for Hamilton, the movie, he actually says that he wants to have an Encanto park, or not an Encanto park, but an Encanto ride. Now, here's the thing. Disney has been talking about, or there's been rumors of, that they want to start a fifth park. Now, well, this is what I have to say about that. They could do a fifth park. They probably do have room. Or if they did not have room, I'm sure that they could right now try to get some more land while it's available, because we know that people are building all around Walt Disney World and buying up properties, and Disney has sometimes battled them off, right? But if you made a fifth park, what could actually go there? They've talked about, having all the villains be there. What about some brand new things for different movies that have come up, plus kind of sprinkle in some Marvel characters and stuff like that, and put them all in the new park? I don't know what you would really call it, but we really need to have, I know we have Hollywood studios, but I would like to see maybe a Hollywood studios, like maybe something kind of like along that line, but not like the Hollywood studios, or maybe, I don't know. We need something new, and it could have some new rides. I think that could be one. You could have some Marvel rides, and we could also incorporate, I think we should have I bring back the back lot tour. That's what I'm thinking. Bring back the back lot tour. Maybe we could call it, I don't know. It needs a new name. If you're out there and you're thinking about this, what kind of name would a fifth park have? Uh, I know people would be like, "Oh yeah, Marvel Land." I don't know if that would really go over well, but I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? So here's another thing. Okay. People have been talking about the Disney crowds. They're saying that there's no longer a lull in the crowd, the times that the crowds are there. Let's just talk about this. It is the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. It should be expected that for the next year and a half, the crowds are going to be humongously huge. They're going to be larger than large. They're going to be big for a while now. I mean, it is the 50th anniversary. We shouldn't expect nothing lower than huge amounts of crowds being at Walt Disney World, especially when people did not go for over a year because of lockdowns and stuff like that. Now, here's something to also remember. Remember, Genie Plus is supposed to helping us. The AI part of it is supposed to be helping, balance the crowds, and kind of even it out, where get rid of these bottlenecks in the parks. But I don't know if it's really working or not. I don't know. I don't live in Florida, so I can't go to the park and continually tell you whether it's working or it isn't. But I'm sure there's people out there who have an opinion about whether that the Genie Plus system is working, whether it's the whole thing is actually doing better and the times are going down or not, when I see times in like 2 to 3 hour waits for different rides, I remember 2019 when you had to wait a long time just to get on Soarin' or some other rides, all over the place. So, it's, I think the crowd, the ride level times are inching back up to what they were previous, way back like 2018, 2019. I'm just saying. And I don't know that Genie Plus is really helping out. All that's doing really probably is just making money for Disney. I don't know that the lines. I mean, FastPass had lines just like regular standby lines, except you would just come, you would have a specific time to show up. And I don't know that sometimes you had to wait a little bit still having it. So I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion about it. So here's a few things in Disney news that happened that was kind of like, huh, that's interesting. So Space Mountain, not Spaceship Earth. Sometimes those are confusing, but they're not really not. Space Mountain, it was evacuated because of an employee found a smoking refrigerator. One of those little small I don't know if it was a big tall one or it was a little small one, but either way, it was it was smoking, and the employee called, and the fire department came over, and they checked it all out. They shut everything, turned all the lights, and they figured out it was just a refrigerator smoking. No fire happened. I guess a few people had to do something else with their lunch, and the ride went on. But I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. It's everyday life there, even with employees, and things break down and catch on fire, or they melt down, or whatever they do, things break. And on top of everything else that's going on with all great memories and stuff. So there has been a rash, and I say a rash because it's been more than this one time, a rash of stroller rage. People that are being angry because they don't know, or they want to do whatever they want to do with their strollers, and they're like, I don't care if you tell me to park my stroller over there. Yeah, they get really angry, they get really upset about the strollers, about the stroller situation, because they want to park it somewhere. They want to leave whatever they want to do with their stroller, but they're not following the rules of the park, right? And then they get really crazy and what's my word? Snappy and whatnot with the cast members, and that's not really a good thing, because then you get banned. People, have patience with the cast members. It's busy. Take a break, get some air. Go ahead and try to relax. You're on vacation when you're supposed to be relaxing. And I know strollers, it's a lot of work with kids and strollers and all sorts of things on top of all of that. And I completely understand and whatnot, so all I say is be nice, because you know you being nice gets you a lot further. So anyhow, everybody's just trying to do the right thing. So all in all, after you gone on your vacation, another thing that you can do is, you'd be taking all these photographs at Walt Disney World. Now the Smithsonian is looking, they're doing a project, and they're asking for your photographs from today to way back in the beginning of Walt Disney World. They're putting them together. You can submit them. They may be part of the collection, they may not be part of the collection. I don't know what they're really doing with them all, what kind of decisions that they're making, but you can send them there, and you could be part of the Smithsonian Institute. I think maybe they're going to be having a huge Walt Disney World, 50th, you uh, you know display. I think that would be kind of cool. Anyhow, so I will leave you with this. I'm going to be this here. I'm going to be doing a live every day at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I know you're watching this 9 a.m. in the morning on Tuesday, 2/22/22, at 9 o'clock on Tuesday, right? But also Tuesday night, which is going to be after this, the evening after this, that at 10 o'clock at night, and then on Wednesday at 10 o'clock, and Thursday at 10 o'clock, and on Tuesday, every day at 10, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a live. That's right, a live at 10. And I think that's gonna be really great. I'm gonna try to keep it up. We're gonna be doing it right here in this environment, right here, and whatnot. So I look forward to that being the new goal. It's easier than editing, but it's going to be live, and I cannot wait to see you guys there. So, anyways, with that said, thank you for watching this episode of the Detroit Disney Duo, and we'll see you guys a little bit later. For now, you know what time it is. Over and out.